We're back. Day 2. He's still here. So day 1, we saw the must-sees in Colonial Williamsburg. Today we're starting the historical trades. Looks like we're beginning with the gunsmith.
Welcome to the gunsmith shop.
Hi.
We make guns. Yeah. The term gunsmith is an unusual term among the trades. It's a product-specific term, tells you what we make. All the other ones you got, like a blacksmith, silversmith, tinsmith, coppersmith, goldsmith, tells you the materials they hammer. They make a wide variety of products, and we kind of don't. We make guns. The only gun we did not make here is that gun on top. That's a market hunter's gun. That was made about 1750 in England, but it's got that big barrel just to add weight. You get the whole length of your barrel this shape, then you have to forge weld that closed. You start in the middle of your barrel and move outwards, so you always have a cold end to hold on to, and then you'll flip it around and do it the other way. If you're a boy, you work till your 21st birthday. You're sitting at your workstation 6 days a week, sun up till sundown. Thomas Jefferson estimated that their average work week was 72 hours. So we know they got good really fast, but because they weren't paid by the hour, we have no clue how long it took them to do stuff. We see in their ledgers when they finished a weapon or what they sold it for, but we don't know how long it took them, so we're just guessing. It takes us 100 hours to do a barrel alone, and over 400 hours to do the whole gun.
Hi.
Hi.
No, it's hard. Pair of pistol barrels, which makes it enhances the challenge because you have to have 2 of them just alike.
Special order?
Yes, this is
Okay.
This is part of Darren's apprenticeship. These will be sold. All of our products that we make in here are sold to the public. We have a fairly extensive waiting list, in excess of 100 persons on the list waiting for firearms.
And how long does it take for, just example, to cycle through this 100 people?
Oh, I'm 70 years old and I probably won't see the end of the list. It takes us about 400 hours to build a gun in here.
That was thick wood. I mean thick metal. That was thick metal.
Yeah. I can't even get 2 sides of a palm to match, much less 2 perfectly round.
Barrels for a pistol.
Right. And then forge welding the metal together all the way down, making a seam
Right.
without getting it too hot.
Hi, friends. We're waiting to go in next. If you want to come in with us, you can. They should be out in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay. Hi. A lot more space than I thought there would be.
We have, I think, a historically inaccurate amount of space for an office.
Okay.
So this is a reconstructed building. Foundations original.
Shill's Tavern was closed yesterday when we passed by, and it's closed again today. So we're checking out the options at the Raleigh Tavern Bakery.
Well, do you want to lunch now, or do you want to get a snack and then eat lunch after the thing, or what do you want to do? You see what they got first?
See what they got. Let's see when we come back later.
Oh, it's all food here. I don't.
Riding your Cadillac, ain't it?
Located at the rear of the tavern.
That's the garden fair.
Well, babe, it looks like we're going back to King's.
Yeah.
And the price of the wig really comes down to the color and the amount of hair.
A month's wage. Do you know what that's equivalent to
We
today?
can't give a direct translation, but that would buy you a half an acre of uncleared land in the 18th century, or it would buy you a team of oxen, and they can plow an acre of land a day. So for the most of us, they're out of our price range. There's much better things to spend that money on.
Yeah,
But they can be bought for 3 pennies. That's less than a day's wage. They can be bought for 70 pounds, and that's 3 years' wages.
The action you're about to see, it does come from our imagination, but it is based on historical context, themes, and content that are indeed based on meticulous and dedicated research. And with that said, I will ask you to put yourselves May 27th, 1774.
So these are the items that were made by our silversmiths here. They are off today. They will be back tomorrow. Normally they're working right next door making items and talking about being a silversmith.
Are these actually the size that teaspoons would have been back
So
then?
yes, teaspoons would have been used for tea. And
Right.
if you notice, our teacups are a little bit more diminutive in stature than you find today. So it would have been a waste of silver to have anything larger.
Wool is one of those things where we were not allowed to compete with England from 1699. Wow. England's bread and butter textile was wool production. They were known worldwide for it. So she declared that none of her holdings, none of her colonies were to have good wool making sheep. All right, so I guess we're stuck with, tasty sheep. Yeah. And we were happy with that. But now we need the resource during the war, so this lesser long wool that we raise here was here, not supposed to be, but Washington has the biggest lot. And he tripled his wool output in a year, and he's encouraging everybody to raise these animals because we needed that resource.
Really oftentimes specific in the naming of our trades. I am a leather breeches maker. Very straightforward.
American money is made out of flax.
Talk about being able to see through the keyhole.
Yeah. Peek through the keyhole.
So you come to the cabinet maker to get your coffin made. I don't think you would fit. I think they'd have to break your legs.
So it's a harpsichord.
Some of the groups that signed the 1677 treaty establishing.
That's the only place it needs to be sharp and hard. It's there at its edge.
But if you want to prolong the life of something, you can paint it. So that's going to add another layer of protection.
Woo, we're headed back for day 3. Look at all the stuff we still need to see. Do you need to do something with that sign right there?
Oh. Yes. It says, oh, it went away. Parking at this time would violate zone rules. Please see signage for details. Sign didn't say anything about it. So there's a pay station you can use. I guess we'll go do that.
He is going back to get his pass. He forgot it. It's on his other jacket. So I'm just hanging out here on the corner so that I don't have to walk back and forth. We've done a lot of walking the past 2 days. Trying to figure out why all those vehicles are down there in the do not drive section. Maybe it's church. Maybe that church is active. Not me this morning. For a change. Got it?
Got it. I had left.
What?
My snacks and my reading glasses were in the other jacket too, so I'm glad I went back. Lift it up. Oh, he won't lift. No, put it in there. Cram it in.
That's all you get.
This book takes care of minor crimes, and a minor crime in the 18th century was failure to attend church on a regular basis. And one reason people enjoyed going to church in the 18th century is because they got a chance to see their friends before and after the service. That was your social network.
This is the Peyton Randolph house. We don't even know who Peyton Randolph is, but we passed this house on day one, and it looks modest from the front, doesn't it? We'll check this out. Look how far back it goes. Just keeps going. It was closed the day we came by. So this is day 3, and we're gonna go see what it's about.
This, the house that we're about ready to walk into is original.
Okay.
So it's not a house that's been torn down. Yeah, this house is really enslaved, but there are a lot of Virginians living like this as well. Not everybody's gonna have the fancy beds that you see in the governor's palace. Not everybody's gonna have wallpaper. They're gonna have plaster, no plaster on the walls. So when you see a structure like this, you immediately think, well, this is where the enslaved. Are you folks aware that 52% of this town is of African descent?
We learned that.
Yeah, 52% of this town. So wherever they worked was where they lived.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go in the house, we're going to talk about Peyton Randolph, but we're also going to talk about those enslaved people as well.
Okay.
So come on and join me. You have the laundry, so that's why we bring you through this way and walking you in. This is the cold wash. This is the hot wash. The idea is iron on the table. There are enslaved folks, and they're living on the second floor. You see indications of them also living in the house, wherever they work, is where they live. Peyton's mother and father purchased this property about 1750. This is the original house. I'm going to close it like you need it, young lady, otherwise it'll pop over. There you go. The idea is that these folks are living comfortable. Remember, a lot of Virginians are not living like this. They don't have the wall coverings. This is raised paneling wood, it's original to the time. You also have this type of wood. This is the original wood at the time. They had Venetian blinds for windows. So unlike the governor's palace, this is an original building. It has never been torn down. You got marble around the fireplace. It is not like the Capitol. Those buildings destroyed. This is the house. That is the original floor that you're looking at. Take a look.
We're just working on some things that we need done at the moment. I just joined these. Welcome. How are you folks? Just joined these two pieces together a moment ago. And I'm going to set it so you can see that it's just an open mortise and tenon joint. It's a 1-inch tenon, 1-inch mortise. Very, very basic construction. Most likely we'll peg this together, but you don't have to. No reason you can't nail it if you want to, but if you look at the framing of this building, all of the joints, all of the big timbers coming together, there's some type of a mortise and tenon joint. And you bore a hole through both of them, put a good dry hardwood peg in place, and that's what keeps the frame together. And when you go to attach things to the frame, that's when you nail them.
Well, there's no peg in that now. It's just that tight.
That's just that tight.
Gaol. Oh wow. At least you had a window.
Huh.
If you weren't chained to the floor.
One person in here.
So you could see it.
Serious chain.
Oh, here's your food slot.
Huh. You could reach it from your chain.
No.
Oh, I guess they. Okay, they put that around your ankles and chain you to the floor with another chain.
What is this little doohickey? What is... Oh, is that the pooper?
Lift it up and see.
Mm-mm. You stick your hand in there. It's interesting that it's so high. Is that one over there the same? Does he have a window? Oh, is this the luxury cell? Yeah, they had more space than they have today. Definitely didn't have this in Alcatraz or the Eastern State Penitentiary.
They said too it was just a jail. Just for you to be held until your execution.
Yeah, so why do you need all the room?
Maybe there's only one person in there. It's a lot of nails in there.
Definitely bigger than the main living space.
The one next door's got a coffin in it.
How long do you think these New York sidewalk umbrellas will last us?
They've lasted, it's been 2 years at least.
No, maybe a year and a half.
Okay. But
How much did we pay for them on the sidewalk?
$5
$5
each.
investment.
As long as the wind's not blowing, they work great.
Gluten-free chili. I wonder if it tastes like Jamestown chili. Corn chowder or clam chowder? This is crazy bucket of rice. That's a side of rice. And they're hot. It's like half the bag of fries. Aren't the bricks that they're making going for this?
That also sell basic dry goods that we've seen before. Give it a couple swipes and stir it up a little like that.
Series of paddles on the interior, the pole where the horse goes.
What nuggets do you think we can learn about George Wythe? Remember the guy at the Peyton Randolph house said that you had the structure, but you also had wood paneling.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know.
There was one point that said something about them being big to have.
Go back and ask the carpenter.
Welcome, folks. Just come on in. This is a storage room we call lumber room. It's also where some of the students might have studied. You may handle things on the table. We have a copy of the Declaration of Independence. We ask that you not touch the brass microscope. It likes fingerprints way too well.
What if you have a relatively rare gadget, a solar microscope? That's what this whole of the shutter is for. It's one of the first floor as well.
It mounts in there, but the mirror catches the sunlight. And now that sample that one person could look at could be projected onto the wall across the room or onto a
frame with some canvas stretched up. In other words, a screen. Now, everyone in the room can be a part of the conversation and the learning. Mr. Wythe is involved in a society for the promotion of useful knowledge. That's what the dining room is set up for, where they're meetings. Perhaps they're reading about Sir Isaac Newton breaking the beam of white light into
the signs of it.
All these bricks here, excluding that brick right there, have been made in this yard and for Williamsburg in general.
Here we are, shining diamonds, burning bridges as we go. And the drums are getting louder, a sound you never heard before. Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door. Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be
Move in the right place. It rains hits me in the face. Get out. There. Okay, now get in it.